Hello everyone, it's time for another favorites video, and I'm happy to say that this year is coming to a close. I feel like I am ready for 2016. I'm ready for a fit, healthy life, and more importantly, 2016 for me will be all about consistency. So I'm really happy, but I'm also sad because 2015 has been such an awesome year. I'm sure I'll be reflecting a lot in the month of December, but today I'm going to talk to you about a couple different things. I'm going to do a lot of eye chat because I know a lot of you guys want some eye cream updates, and I'm going to talk to you about how I clear out all the blackheads on my nose. I have a pretty active nose in terms of blackheads, so I'm going to share my tips and tricks on how I keep my nose clean. That's most of the agenda for today, so let's get started with my favorite new fragrance, which is by the brand Clean. They're more of an eco-conscious brand, so they're an alternative perfume company, but I really love their brand new scent called Cashmere. I'm all about cashmere and silk, so a fragrance named after my favorite kind of sweater was right up my alley, and as soon as I spritzed it, I knew that this is going to be my new winter scent. It has this very effortless elegance. It's just so nice and cozy. The top notes for this are, interestingly enough, cedar leaf, bergamot, and lime, but I really love it. It's not too citrusy, it's not too fresh, and it's not too musky. Bergamot is going to come up again towards the end of the video because that's my scent of the moment. The mid notes in Cashmere are what do it for me though, because they are mimosa and jasmine, two of the most universally loved, and I just find that this wears beautifully on everyone. I spritzed some on Tammy, my best friend, and she also really liked it, so I highly recommend Clean Cashmere. Now, I usually tend to wear this alone because I love it so much, so I just spritz it here behind my ears. But if I feel adventurous and I want to layer, I'll go ahead and try Air or White Woods depending on my mood. Now these days I've been leaning more towards cleaner scents, and that's because it's winter. I don't want to smell like a flower or fruit. So I like White Woods more at night. I go ahead and just top it off. Sometimes I'll go ahead and put another spritz of Cashmere on top, especially with the White Woods because I feel it pulls a little too musky. I personally find that the trio layer gives you the best balance of the bright citrus with the velvety musks, so it's not too heavy on one side. If you're interested in Cashmere or any of the other fragrances, definitely check out cleanperfume.com. They also have an $18 rollerball set that's perfect as a stocking stuffer or as a gift to coworkers, or just in general for yourself if you want to try layering with Cashmere. It is $69 for the 60ml bottle, so it's definitely not a cheap perfume, but I definitely think it's worth the splurge. Now I'm going to move on to eye cream because it's been hotly requested, and I'm going to show you two today. I've been using the Goldfaden MD Energetic Eye Cream for about 3 or so months now. I first featured it on the blog, and I really do love this eye cream. I don't think it's made a huge difference, but I really like the way it feels. So it is a heavier silicone base, but it makes my eyelids look a lot smoother, so I've been using this one during the day. It has a slightly tingly feel, so don't get it too close to the corners of your eyes. The other one that I've been using is by Tatcha. I got this little eye gift set, and I've been using the Ageless Revitalizing Eye Cream at night. And I like this one because it has more of a whipped texture, so it absorbs really quickly and it has more of a balmy feel. So when I pat it on, I really feel like my eyes are soothed and relaxed, so I highly recommend this one. If I had to choose between the Tatcha and the Goldfaden, I would probably pick the Tatcha just because it is more gentle. It hasn't given me any milia bumps, and it has less silicone in the formula. The silicone's not necessarily a bad thing, but I do find that the Tatcha is a little bit more moisturizing, and it helps to plump as opposed to cover and smooth. As always, different strokes for different folks. I think the Goldfaden is a little bit more expensive, so you might want to start with the Tatcha just because they are offering this little gift set, and it comes with the Luminous Deep Hydration Eye Masks. These aren't quite as good as Guerlain's, but they are a fraction of the cost. So I will say that these are better for maintenance, and then the Guerlain is more of an SOS treatment. I normally use the Guerlain eye patches in the morning, but I like to use the Tatcha ones at night. Now, because my fine lines under my eyes are deepening, I've had no choice but to start setting my concealer with powder. I've been using the Secret brightening powder from Mercier for years, even when they had a shade number 2. Now they only make it in shade number 1, which is translucent. The number 2 color was a little bit more warm. I really love this powder because I've tried countless other dupes, more affordable versions, but they just don't sit as nicely and as cleanly underneath the eyes. I feel like this is the only one that really prevents my eye concealer from creasing. It's just a matter of taking that extra step to ensure that your makeup stays flawless all day long. So this is the dirty micro mini sponge that I've been using to apply it, but here's a fresh micro mini that I just washed, and I do recommend using it damp. If you use this sponge dry, you won't get as even coverage. So I've noticed that when I use it to blend out my concealer and then go ahead and dip it into the powder and then press and roll to set, it really fills in and plumps up the look of my under eyes so that I get a nice smooth finish. Just like her translucent powder, this gives a soft focus finish. There is a little bit of shimmer in there, but it doesn't irritate my eyes ever. I'm really loving her new lip balm, but this has become an everyday essential for me. Even if I'm not wearing a lot of makeup, most of the days I will wear my Eyelashes cushion, and even that creases, so I like to use a little bit under my eyes, and it makes my whole face instantly look brighter. So if you struggle with fine lines, if you struggle with dark circles, you absolutely have to try this. Now we all know by now how much I love Eyelashes cushions. I love their even fair perfecting, and I love their brightening. But I have fallen head over heels for Guerlain's new tinted sunscreen. I've tried many tinted sunscreens in the last year, and the closest that I've come to really loving is SkinCeuticals. I think that their tinted sunscreen is really fluid, it's nice, it comes in a color that's not too light for medium to tan skins, but this one is a little bit on the fairer side, so if you're darker than light to medium, you only will be able to use this as a base for your foundation. But nonetheless, I think it's super phenomenal. It will help you use less foundation, especially because it already has a tint with pretty darn good coverage. I talked about this in my Guerlain holiday video. I showed you guys how it looks just on bare skin without concealer, and even though it costs an arm and a leg, I will definitely be using this up and repurchasing it. I've been switching off between this and this Eyelashes depending on my needs for the day. Plus the packaging is just too pretty. I love the white and the silver and the navy blue detailing. And now, as promised, I'm going to share with you my blackhead extraction technique. So I've been using a combination of my silver stainless extractor tool that I bought on Amazon for about $10, along with my Foria Luna in the combination version. So before I was using the pink one, the pink Luna, for sensitive to normal skin, but I recently switched over to this one because, first of all, it's a limited edition teal color. You guys know how much a sucker I am for limited edition products. So I have been loving this, especially because I use it mostly around my nose, and this helps to break up the blackheads. So I'll cleanse my face, and using downward stroking motions without applying too much pressure, I will clean out the blackheads. I stopped squeezing with my fingers because it was leaving too many marks. Especially, do not use your nails over here, okay? Because they'll stay for a week and they may even scar. So use an extractor tool. Like I said, it costs about $10. You just use a downward pressure stroking motion. Sometimes I go upwards on the stubborn spots, but it really does help to pull out all the gunk. And I do this about 2 or 3 times a week, and it has made a huge difference in the way my foundation looks. I'm not constantly staring in my viewfinder trying to find how many blackheads I have. Literally, there were days where I could count them. So that's the beauty of HD, right? Even though I have normal to dry skin, I have been using this combination Luna for about 3 weeks now, and I haven't had any problems, no breakouts, no irritation, and I do think that it's because it's super gentle. Now I'm going to talk to you about my lips and my nails. So I'm wearing a combination of military red and festive gold on both my hands and my lips, and that's because I'm just obsessed with military red. I love the Burberry gold packaging that came out for this holiday. It's so cute but very chic and very British, so I think that these are highly collectible. The gold glitter is just pretty plain glitter, but I think they work really well together. If you're looking for pigmentation, the military red color is by far the winner. It looks great even with one coat. I've got one coat on my thumb here, and then the others have 2 coats. It's just the perfect neutral red on the lips. Again, I'm wearing a combination of the Kisses lipsticks in military red and festive gold, and it created a really soft, slightly metallic combination. It's really soft and pretty, and a great alternative if you do not like wearing red by itself, if it's it's too dramatic for you. This tones it down a lot. So I think that the Festive Gold lipstick works really well as a transformer of sorts. And last but not least, for my November favorites is a little bit of body chat. And my arms, my limbs, everything has been super duper dry because now that I've been going to Pilates more, I'm showering twice as much, and that means my body's skin is extra dry and flaky. So I've been switching it up. I've been using the Kiehl's Deluxe Hand and Body Lotion with aloe vera and oatmeal in the grapefruit scent for about a year now. This is amazing. It's super soothing. It has the oatmeal to really help the dryness, but the Molten Brown Orange and Bergamot Nourishing Body Lotion has been my new favorite. Not only do I love the way it smells, it actually layers well with the Cashmere fragrance because they both have top notes of bergamot, but the Molten Brown formula is just amazing. It feels lighter than the Kiehl's. It absorbs a little bit faster, so I like to use this on my lower body because when I put pants on, I don't want my skinny jeans sticking to me and trying to wiggle them up. So I highly recommend this one if you're looking for a body lotion that can moisturize and firm. It is more expensive than the Kiehl's, but the packaging is a little bit more luxurious and the formula absorbs a little bit faster, so that's very important to me. I don't like to wait around for my body lotion to dry. If you've ever seen any of my travel vlogs or travel posts, you'll know that I always carry my Molten Brown hand cream in the pink version. So now I'm moving on and exploring more of Molten Brown's offerings. I bought this one at Nordstrom, so I'm gonna go back and check out more of the holiday sets. I do think that hand lotion, body lotion, those kind of things make great Christmas gifts, so I'll probably be stocking up on more Molten Brown this season. And that's a wrap for this November favorites video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. I'll see you next time. Bye!